versus Jaina.
Hey folks, it's Kikoskia here with some more matches of Hearthstone. This time with my warrior deck, that is a quest warrior deck, with a slight twist. Mainly that it doesn't have lots of high level taunts, and it has a few interesting cards like Nat Pagal there, and Explore Ungoro, for if you're desperate, and if you want to get some random cards after you've finished your quest, you can play Explore Ungoro and hope that random chance will help you out. It typically won't, but it's always there as an option. You're going to play a Mana Worm, are you? Well, I have a number of options here. One of them is Shield Slam eventually. I'm going to play the quest for now, though. You're probably quite an aggressive mage, which means I'm going to have to stabilize pretty quickly. Nat Pagal might be interesting just to spend a turn of your actions getting rid of it, and I'm going to play Nat Pagal. It's not a card that many people see in play that often.
I can wait and fish all day.
Hopefully you'll fish me a card or two. Let's see what you do. You're probably going to kill it, but if you try and kill it, that works to my benefit. Or you could just ignore it. You're just going to ignore it. Unless you hit it for 2 here. If you hit it for 2, that's 2 damage that I'm not taking. Unfortunately, we got no card. But that's fine. Do I coin here? I coin here. And play my first taunt. That indeed will be explosive runes that will deal with one of them. But that's fine. You're not going to be able to cleanly trade with the Saronite Chain Gang remaining unless you buff up the power of that Mana Worm, which, to be fair, with an aggressive mage deck is very likely indeed. But hey, Nat Pagal's still alive. Maybe I'll get more cards. It's really a hope that I get more cards, because my hand at present isn't doing very much. Spellbreaker might be useful, though. You're thinking, and you have the same card back as me. It's a good choice. I don't have many taunts right now. The quest specifically says you have to play the taunts, and you did indeed try to target Nat Pagal there. You can't.
An incredible discovery.
Archaeologist. That's fine. You're going to trade there. Do I get a card now? No. But you know what I do get? A Stonehill Defender, which lets me get more taunts, which is good. Let us get rid of you. You're the dangerous one right now. So what Nat Pagal has done is Nat Pagal has saved me a lot of damage here, and cost the mage a lot of mana. I like that. Slowly but surely, we're accumulating the taunts as time goes on. And unless the mage, there we go, there goes Nat Pagal. Drew no cards, but saved me a lot of mana. Cinderstorm! This is a very aggressive deck. Very aggressive indeed. So we're just going to play the Direhorn Hatchling, and get another point towards the quest. A 3/6 that when it dies, puts a 6/9 taunt for 5 in my deck. Chances that this is going to get polymorphed, very high. Do have an Earthen Ring Farseer if I want to restore some health, which I may need to do, and Shield Block as well. Okay, Firefly. And a Water Elemental. And another 1/2. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get rid of that Water Elemental. We're going to do this. Then we're going to do this. And we're going to get rid of this. And then trade. As long as we can prevent the mage from developing a big board, we can then use something like Phantom Militia to very quickly complete the quest, and then we'll get a hero power that deals 8 damage. And that's quite a good hero power. Phantom Militia is also good for filling up my board with lots of taunts. I think next turn, probably something like Acolyte of Pain, Earthen Ring. Ooh! Shame I didn't have an Acolyte out right now. Not quite what you wanted there. You actually wanted to hit the taunt there. Archaeologist again. You're going to ping, and you're going to try and get rid of everything. And you will. And you got rid of most of your stuff as well. Right, I think now is a good time for an Earthen Ring Farseer and an Acolyte of Pain. Acolyte of Pain might draw me quite a few cards, and I'm counting on that. I have one Explore Ungoro in the deck. The current expansion gave me the Omega Assembly card, which means that I can potentially draw lots of mechs in the late game. Chances are that is going to be a Explosive Runes, it could also be a Counterspell, or some of them are starting to play Mirror Image now. Face. Definitely going for a very aggressive play here. Very aggressive. So what we're going to do is, we're going to hit this, we're going to hit the face, and I need to play 4 more. Right. Let's play this. That's fine. And we'll Hero Power. Next turn I'll play Phantom Militia 3 times, most likely. That Acolyte of Pain is stopping the mage from playing any more Arcane Missiles or Cinder Storms. They don't want to hit the Acolyte of Pain and give me loads of cards. I do have a Lich King in here. Did pull a Lich King from a pack a long time ago. So that is a very good late game card for me. It's one of the highest cost cards, I believe. What are you going to do? It's turn 9 and I have a lot of health here. Ideally for an aggressive mage, I should not have this much health. You're going to Water Elemental, that's fine. And Secret. Okay, what is this secret going to be? Molten Blade! Could be handy. Let's start playing some Phantom Militias. Now we're on 4. Now we're on 5. Now we're on 6. There's a good chance that this mage is going to be playing the Frostlich Jaina card, which means that those elementals are going to be rather dangerous. But if we get the hero power that deals Ragnaros damage, we should be able to counter a lot of the water elementals, at least if we hit them. It is a random target that's hit by the 8 damage, and that's not necessarily good. We do have a guaranteed end of the quest next turn. There's a Steam Surger, which will give a 2 mana, deal 2 damage, and give them a 1 mana 1/2 elemental card. It's a pretty good card. What are you going to do? Steam Surger number 2? Ooh. We could do quite a bit of decent trading here. Ooh. And a Mana Worm. Going for a very wide board here. We could get a True Silver Champion, but instead I'm just going to go for the quest completion. Aha! I now have Sulfurous, which I'm going to play after I've hero powered one more time. So I can get 2 more armor. Now we have a new hero power. Deal 8 damage. It's a good hero power. It's very good. We're going to trade here and get a card. That's a good card. We're going to trade here. We're going to hit here. And then we're going to see what happens. Goodbye, Water Elemental. Now I can just keep hitting for 8 damage all the time. The only downside is I can't get any more armor reliably, and this gives the mage an opportunity to burn me down. But provided I can keep the board clear, I can probably burn them down a lot faster. Buy one of them. You're looking at that Acolyte of Pain. You don't want me to draw more cards. Oh no, you do not. And I do have a Spellbreaker, if I need one, and a Brawl if I desperately need to get rid of lots of, ooh! Fireplume Phoenix, and a second, no, the Flame Geyser. That's okay. We can clear the board quite nicely now. Or can we? A little less nicely now. Execute. No, we can still clear the board. We just hit here. Here, we play this. We draw a lot of cards with Omega Assembly. Oh well, it got countered. Doesn't matter. Hit you for 8. That's the advantage of the Ragnaros hero power. I could just hit you for 8. And I can brawl and keep the board clear and hit you for 8 again. Suddenly I'm on the offensive. On Fire Elemental. Not bad. What are you going to play?
Someday I'll be just like you.
Sorcerer's Apprentice. Another secret. Right. That's probably a counterspell. It's very likely to be a counterspell, actually. Very likely indeed. The downside of constantly using weapons to hit the minions and clear them, this is a brawl if ever I've seen one. But I don't have a good opportunity to use a brawl. So, I'll use this Fiery War Axe that I have. Hit this minion. This minion, yep. That minion. And I'm going to do this. That was a pretty good result. That was a very good result. And I get to keep my Molten Blade, which keeps switching out into different weapons. True Silver Champion would be nice. Frostbolt to get rid of the 3/3. Now I have a 6/9 ready. Firebloom Phoenix. And a Flame Elemental and hitting me in the face. Now the mage has no more cards. This is important. No more cards means I can start getting cards. Like, for instance, something that's poisonous. Pretty good. I'm going to hit this, and then see if we can get you in the face. Aha! Now you're at 10. All it takes now is one successful hit of the hero power and me to have one minion on the board for me to win.
Someday I'll be just
Sorcerer's
like
Apprentice? The downside of top decking. You're going to hit that one, and ping to get rid of the minion. That's fine. Sword of Justice. Sword of Justice is actually pretty good right now. It's very good right now, actually. Now let's hero power first. See what happens. That's fine. Trade now. Now we have a 5/6 that will give me some really nice health when it dies. It's safe to say that I've been able to control the board adequately.
We have many secrets.
Now the opponent is top decking. And it's over. It's over. Hit this to get rid of it. Hit you. And face. Well played. A good effort, but you weren't able to get your damage out fast enough, which means I was victorious. Marvellous. Let's go for one more match, shall we? Probably one where I'm going to be absolutely obliterated by a really powerful deck, but you never know. Maybe not. Wild is exactly that. Wild! Any cards can be used. I do like Wild. Do like Standard as well. Advantages and disadvantages for both of them. Who is my opponent? We shall see. What were my options? We will see. And then... Oh, there's the opponent, I was about to say. And then they could not find an opponent. Hello, Druid. This is probably going to end badly for me.
The forest fights back.
That's a good thing to see, though. Turn 3 Stonehill guarantees at least 2 taunts for my quest. And an Acolyte of Pain. Shame I'm not going second, but I'll deal with that. This could either be a very heavy control druid or a very fast token druid. Token druid is really powerful right now. It's likely going to be a token druid. Ah, another turn 3 option. Turn 3 is going to be great. Hello, how are you? Are you well? Now, your first few turns are really going to determine what you... Okay, nothing. Time to armour up. I imagine when lots of players see the quest, they're surprised that there isn't an upgraded hero power. I do like having the even cards as well. Okay, that's pretty typical of many druid decks. Nat Pagel, would have liked to have seen you last turn.
Out of my jungle!
Those are all pretty bad. But I don't have a 5 right now, so I'll go with that. I'm probably going to end up playing Nat Pagel next turn. If this opponent has Naturalized, that's really going to... Gnomish Inventor. Ooh. Curious. It's a good card for drawing cards, that's for sure. I'm going to play Nat Pagel.
I can wait and fish all day.
Hopefully you'll actually fish something up this time. I really want you to give me at least one card. Direhorn Hatchling is definitely the turn 5 play now, but at least I have another card for turn 5. I'm curious now, you played a Gnomish Inventor. What other cards are you going to play? You have a pretty big hand size right now. 8 cards.
Now how about...
Don't know if you're an aggressive deck or not now. You're looking at Nat Pagel. Not many people play Nat Pagel, to be fair. Are we going to see a swipe on Nat Pagel?
The rage. It claims me.
Ooh, you can't do that, I'm afraid. You have to hit that one first. You're going to hit Nat Pagel. Yes, you are. Nat Pagel will be at 1 health. I'm seeing a swipe build up here. Aha! Wonderful, you caught one. Now, this is actually not bad at all here. This is actually really good. But then again, so's this. This is actually more likely to survive a swipe, but I want more cards here. That's actually not bad. This is better, though. This is better. If there is a swipe, I do not want to give my opponent lots of 1/1s. If they're an aggressive deck, I really don't want to give them loads of 1/1s. That is a Branching Paths or a Savage Roar away from disaster. Not easy to get through this without a swipe. You probably do have a swipe, in which case I'll probably play the Saronite Chain Gang or the Ornery Direhorn. Ornery Direhorn could be useful, especially with Divine Shield, or Poisonous. This is when the opponent stops hitting Nat Pagel, and I keep drawing cards and end up losing them due to burning them.
What if...
Swipe? No! Gnomish Inventor number 2!
I hope you like my invention.
Novice Engineer! Aha! That was a pretty good trade for me. Very good trade. Ornery Direhorn, go! That can't be targeted by hero powers or spells. No swipe for you aimed at the Ornery Direhorn. You're going to have to trade a fair few things in, or use spells to buff the attack of your minions. I'm buying myself time, and every time I'm doing so, I'm getting that much closer to completing the quest, and that is what I'm aiming for.
Let's see.
Next turn I could... Acolyte of Pain, Saronite? That would be pretty good. Trading? Buffing the attack of the minions? That would help you get through. Ironwood Golem. Attack. Attack. Marvellous. That's good. That's really good. You getting that 1 extra mana really hasn't helped you that much. I think now is time for a Direhorn Hatchling. Give me the chance of drawing that 6/9 with Taunt. Next turn's going to be a bit tricky, but I do have that Fen Creeper to balance out my curve. A 5 and a 3, maybe Acolyte and Fen Creeper. Getting dangerously close to finishing that quest. Very close. In fact, I could finish it on turn 9.
Now,
And play the weapon. But I think I'll save the weapon for the turn after. You have 9 cards. Am I going to see a Mountain Giant here? Am I going to get sad? You don't have the armour that the Ironwood Golem can attack. Not yet, anyway.
What if...
What if... Ooh, Malfurion. Okay. Upgraded Druid hero power with 2/1/5 taunts. That's going to be tricky. You can attack now, which is fine. We will destroy that 3/3. There we go. Now we are up to 4 here. So, I think a Fen Creeper and an Acolyte of Pain is pretty good. Next turn I can finish off the quest. Hopefully you're not going to have anything nasty here. The upgraded Druid hero power means that the gain 1 armor and gain 1 attack is either gain 3 armor or gain 3 attack. 3/6 isn't the easiest thing for a Druid to get through. Swipe.
My thoughts.
Moonfire. Moonfire again or Starfire? Moonfire again. And then you're going to hit it, and then you're going to hero power. Ah, okay. Okay. That does get through. Or you're going to armor up. Why armor? Nourish for cards. Okay. That's an option. 2 mana card. Wrath. Claw.
Death is eternal.
Ooh, Claw. Nice tech choice there. I like it. I like it. Claw's good. Okay. I could play this and destroy one of these. Let's play this for now.
Our witching shall never end.
And then this.
Our witching shall never end.
Actually, I feel like just using the weapon now. And getting rid of one of these 1/2s. No, I'll play that. And I draw a card. Now, there is an option to make me burn a card if he's able to deal 1 point of damage to the Acolyte of Pain twice. I swipe 1. Okay, that's 1. Wild Growth. Draw a card. If you draw swipe number 2... Not sure you're going to, though. I did draw both of my rotten apple bombs, though. Which is pretty good. Hit, and... You don't want to trade, because you'll just lose your minions. You could, though. Don't know why you want to, unless you have Wrath or something. You don't have any more Moonfires, you burnt both of them.
A tangled web.
Coin
Death
3
is
drop.
eternal. My turn is
Landscaping. Okay, landscaping. Well, armor up. Sulfurous. And we want to play something that's 3 mana here. First I'll do this. Or something that, I think I'll just... Ah, I could do this. I could do this. This. Heal. And hit you. In the face. Marvellous. Goodbye, armor. Now I can just play on the defensive, because I have a ridiculous quantity of defensive cards. Bite. That gets through the 2/4. Claw. I feel like that's a bit of overkill. Nourish for more cards. Okay. Face. Are we readying for a Malagos? We might be. Well, first thing we do is we do this. And then we play this. And we heal this, why not? It gets things out of my hand. And then I hit you in the face for 4. Now you're at 19, and I have a pretty decent board that cannot be swiped. And if you do play Malagos, I can kill it with Cruel Taskmaster and Execute. Cruel Taskmaster is brilliant at getting that Execute trigger. That's why I have it there. It's also good for Nat Pagal, Ooh, Ferocious Howl. What are you doing here? Naturalize? Starfire. Okay. Starfire works. Innovate? Hero power for armour? Are you going to try and outlast me? It might not work out as well as you'd think. Mainly because I'm about to make a really wide board here. First, hero power. Get rid of most of that armour you just made. Play this, and we'll play this. Now that's a big board.
I'm almost out of cards.
You're almost out of cards! I wasn't even paying attention to that. I have 12 cards and you have 1, because you've nourished for loads of cards. Healing Touch? Unfortunately, that's not going to buy you any actual time. Not really. You're sacrificing a lot of tempo for that. Swipe, maybe? Okay, swiping with 3-3, that's most of your damage just gone. Naturalize. Surprised you naturalized that one and not the 3-5. That does fill my hand up, which stops me from using Omega Assembly. Hero power for armor? It's your best chance here. If you are trying to buy time, it is your best chance.
Death is
Attack! Okay.
My turn is not.
That puts you at 22, 2, 4, 7, 10, 18. I'm close, but not close enough. So I'll hit. Here, like that, and then I think I'll just play a wider board.
Never end. Our witch shall never end.
Should do.
I'm out of cards.
You are out of cards. Your answer for winning must be there. Naturalize number 2? Have you been waiting all this time for the naturalizers? Starfire! That's just going to hurt you, I'm afraid. Healing Touch. 14. That's not going to save you either, I'm afraid. Naturalize number 2? You probably have 2 of them. It will burn a card. 2 cards, actually. Blade. Bye, Lich King. Bye, Direhorn Matriarch. I will miss you all. And so, with +2 attack here, the match is over. We didn't even need the +2 attack. Well played. And with those 2 victories, I don't often get victories with this deck, that is my Explorangoro Quest Warrior. We didn't even see Explorangoro. You don't always need it. I did originally have 2 of them in my deck, and then I removed one of them, mainly because I would often draw one and it would just stay in my hand forever, to give me a space for Omega Assembly. And with that, that is the Warrior deck, and 2 wins! And when we come back, folks, who knows what the future will hold? Except more Hearthstone. More silly decks as well? Maybe. Are most of my decks silly? Maybe. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. Maybe someday you'll see Explorangoro in action, and then a Skulking Geist will come and eliminate my entire deck. Have been thinking of putting that in my Priest deck at some point. Maybe useful. Maybe. Later.